February 1st, 2017, Lynnwood, Washington, WIKISPEED. This is William Newing, product owner of the downstairs, and 3T Prep with Mary Michael Justice. Show you in a little bit. This is the dishwasher that we have. Yeah, see the condensation? It works, which is good. That means we rewired it with an outlet into its own breaker here. This new guy right here, 20 amp, and had the electrician, or going to have the electrician inspector come by. So we checked also below. There's no leak, so we put this panel in. We just hand screwed it, hand tied it for apparel. It looks good. The front was a little loose when we checked it last night as we turned the water on. However, upon that, we actually pulled it out to make sure we had a collar in this side. So what we ended up doing was actually tightening this hot water connection here. It was already rubberized and had a threading on it, so we put Teflon tape and tightened it up down some more, and it was good. So we actually made sure we wrapped through this collar over, so we actually didn't have this rubber hose popping off. We made a hole there and a hole up top for the exit pipe and the hot water. We had to go and buy this A-tree. We had some parts to go return, but we'll get there. So far so good. We had to actually unload the whole downstairs underneath storage in order to get through that. So that was part one. Looks like part two we may be able to get through. Part two, we're relocating these outlets we have already. They just need to be drywall and patched up. We're currently doing these sets right now. The first sets were these ones. The drywall doesn't look pretty, but we will finish that. We bought some drywall, and they have been relocated with new junction boxes. That's the old one. Power is still off as far as the breaker goes. Currently, our block is that there is a piece of wood, a stud, that's going this way across the board, and there's one obviously on this left side of the outlet. And that as we're dropping this wire down, it's being bunched up and hitting right here. So we need to figure out a way. I believe Mary Michael has a way to actually get that through this stud. Otherwise, we're just running through bunches of wires and then it's not dropping through. We want to relocate that wire so actually we can run wiring behind the wall as opposed to in front of it to make it look prettier. Most of it's painted, and we'll actually install the floating shelf soon. So far so good. Okay, next step is to drop that wire. Drop this one, looks like it's a floating box, the same thing over here. Mount that. Our plausible also hack on this is actually cut a hole big enough for this right here, for actually where the outlet would go. That way it actually fits right in that blue tape area. So whoever's here, either Joe Justice or another presenter, be right here. The computers, in case they need to present and hook up, and whatever peripheral they need will be underneath, and wires will be hidden as well. White areas are where their white calyxes are going to go. They'll be retouched up and painted and built in. Be really nice. The orange coating on the paint on the plywood is coming along nicely. We're finishing up some painting.
Everything else is finished.
Everything else is finished. So we already did it to one side. We're going to be finishing up also on the other one, bolting or screwing in the plywood. Ideally, we want to be able to put both the black calyxes up vertically, right in front of where that we actually boxed it in, where that area is, and then mount the rest of these. And we'll likely need to cut some of these plywoods in for sizing in order to actually screw in them as well. And then one more thing. Eventually, we'll need to take out this center shelving on one of these calyxes, preferably probably this one, the closest one, so that we can actually have a lower or high enough mount to actually place this Wiki awesome dude on there. All right, that is it. Our recommendations. Make a very comprehensive list so you can go to Home Depot and or Lowe's, so it's just as few of trips as possible. I actually had to take a couple of the hoses and parts to Home Depot and Lowe's to actually grab the correct ones that I needed. All in all, the more the detailed preparation of the skill that you need beforehand, the better that it will be in terms of saving on time, especially time, and of course money. All right, that's it for today, and that's for reference. Thanks so much. Good night.